Hello, welcome back. It's NASCAR Heat 5 week. I guess we'll start doing these more weekly now with the 2022 mods. So, yeah, we're here. I'm ready to do things. I think my face cam is not lit in the way I would like. It's too dark. Yes, it's at a 6. It's supposed to be at a 5. There we go. Look at that. That's a little bit better. There we go. So, yeah, I was doing some recording stuff yesterday, and it was in the morning, like right around this time, or maybe a little bit earlier, but I had to, like, take more of the light out of the shop because I'm right by a window, so I don't know. But we're here. Hello, Phantom Foxy. Hello, Unleasher. Hello, Jake, Spencer. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it was gonna be at 11:30, but then I forgot the race was at 3:30 or at 3, or I guess it's technically 3:01 because they pushed it back 10 minutes. So it's supposed to be at like 2:50. So I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna, since I miscalculated that by like a half hour, we're starting a half hour early, and I just kind of wanted to stream. I really just had a hell of a time sleeping. We'll talk more about it later in the stream, but I just wanted to stream. I just wanted to just start this sooner. And that also kind of helped too that the race is at 3 and not 3:30, so I had a very good reason to push it up a little bit further, more than I wanted to. So yeah, this isn't gonna be where's mom walks in the room. I hope not. It embarrasses me every time it happens. I don't know why it embarrasses me, but it does. How's my dad been doing? He's been fine, thankfully, so that's been good. Hello, Jonathan Carton. Thanks for stopping in. I guess we really won't dilly-dally or like just go through all the semantics. So I guess we'll just jump into it. So yeah, 100% race in Martinsville, and it's a 400 mile, or I guess 400 lap race instead of the 500. So I guess it technically will be a lot quicker, but I'm sure it'll be just as hard as usual because Martinsville in this game is pretty tough when you have the settings set to a certain way. So that's gonna be pretty damn tough. Hello, Unleasher. So yeah, obviously we're going with Kirk with the Monster Energy Kirk car. We'll probably at least race one of these every week. So one week we'll do Monster Energy, another one will be the Jordan brand, then the dreadful McDonald's car, then Throwback and Moneyline, all that stuff. So yeah, so we'll kind of probably go through the list, and maybe we'll race as different people throughout. I don't know. It's kind of weird because most of the field I don't like, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, so we're gonna race this Kurt. I feel like that's obvious, and I posted the every Kurt win video in all 3 series. The title's a little wordy, but I decided to bring the every win series back just for that video, and it seems like people liked it, so that was cool. It did get blocked mostly from Canada, so sorry to drive through. I wish he could watch it, but he can't. That's like the only part, and apparently the only thing it got dinged for the 2021 Atlanta race win. So don't know why it's that and not anything else. Of the 40 plus clips that's in there, 34 plus the 3 non-points wins, so that'd be like 37. 5 for trucks, that'd be 42, and then 5 for 47. So yeah, weird circumstance. But we'll just jump right into it. Kurt's standard Monster Energy car. Now, obviously, the schedule and this game and the mod stuff is based on last year's season, so it will be the nighttime version of Martinsville, not daytime. So that sucks, but I'm just happy that this is even in the game to begin with. So we'll bump this up to 100%. Fall off will be 2 more grip. All flags strict, multiple stages, settings, everything looks good there. So we'll accept that, and hopefully we don't have to like adjust anything, and it can be just very straightforward, beginning to end. No, just like redoing it because I messed up anything. So hope it doesn't raid in your race. I don't think it will unless somehow the modders added in a rain feature that I'm not aware of. I mean, it should be pretty clean and green. Hope it's damp. Oh my god. Yeah, I was gonna make a truck video, but I probably should have, but I guess I just didn't care as much as last week. even though I think it was actually might have been worse, just but in a different way. A lot of it was just because of rain, but how they handled the whole rain situation was trash. They have these tires that are made to be raced in rain, and then they make them race in like slightly damp conditions, and they make them run like multiple laps, and then they do like 20 laps, then they have to. Then there was a competition yellow. Then how they handled that whole situation, they botched the shit out of that. So that just kind of made the first rain oval race a complete joke. Teams can't decide when they want to swap from rains to slicks. Like, you can't even give teams the option, like, because NASCAR forces you to go down pit road. So it's just a joke. I would, like I said in my Discord, I think I gave it like a 2. That was because Leach didn't win, so that was like the only thing. And maybe even a 2 is too generous. That could have been a 1.5, but I went with a 2. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a very wasteful race. And yesterday I was going through like panic attacks and stress beyond comprehension, so I just slept whenever my body wanted to. It just had a hell of a time trying to sleep. And I missed all of the Xfinity race. I don't know what happened in it. I guess it was good. But we'll talk about all that shit later. But how bad do you think the Cup race is going to be? I mean, we're using a different package, so I'd like to think it'll be better than last year's race. I mean, the bar was set very low, so I mean, it really just has to be like a 2 or 3 out of 10, and it'll be better than last year's race. So I don't know what I gave last year, but I mean, nothing happened in that one. The most eventful part of the race was just the battle on pit road. Because that's how Byron won, because he passed Chase on pit road. That was really it. So that was a very, very uneventful race. Kirk got a top 10. I remember that. But other than that, I mean, it was really bad. Playoff Martinsville wasn't good. Well, yeah, Chastain's thing was insane. That was, literally the only... I don't even think that's a hot take. I actually agree with that. But then again, like, no one agrees with me, so, like... I don't know if that means anything. But yeah, I think you're right. It's not really a... Yeah, it was uneventful. It was bad. The package last year was terrible at those tracks. It was just awful. Richmond was safe because of tire strap. That was like a layer better, a couple layers better than like Martinsville. But god damn, that was just terrible. That and Phoenix are just ugly. How many laps did they run under yellow? 63 laps of caution, 61 laps of green. Apparently it was like only 20 minutes of racing. Apparently, if you cut off everything. So that is disgusting. So yeah, I think our settings are good with the car. We're all good and ready to rock and roll. 400 miles, or I guess technically it's like 250 something miles because this is half a mile, but 400 laps, that's what I should be saying. The only thing that was good was the Hail Mill and the hot dogs. Yeah, that's pretty fair. So yeah, let's get into it. See what happens. See if this game actually predicts a winner, which it has yet to do this year. It did it at Atlanta. Of all tracks and game combinations, it predicted that like flawlessly. So we're 1 for 8. Last year we only got 2 of them right, so the odds are very low, but maybe it can get close. Who really knows? Who's your pick to win? Hard to say. I don't know. It's so hard to pick a winner anymore. I mean, obviously, my simp boy fanboy cap would be Truex, but it's hard to say. He had a shot to win Richmond, but got screwed. Well, the playoff Martinsville race was definitely better, just because of the Hail Melon. That's literally, I think, the only thing it has over it. So I think that's like I'm assuming that for giving it ratings, it's like a point better. Like if the spring race was at 2, the fall might have been at 2.5, maybe 3. I don't know. Because that was an absolute batshit crazy move. And actually, I guess looking back in hindsight, there was apparently a rule for the wall riding, but they never enforced it. So they just kind of just let it happen and screw Hamlin. That's a whole other layer of just like stupid how that was handled. Because if it was apparently a rule, that's something you can't do, and then they just ignored it just for short-term media clout, which apparently in the ratings it barely did anything. It's like an extra 200,000 people tuned in or something. So they literally sacrificed their legitimacy and credibility and their consistency of the rules just for just like short-term. Yeah. So what a joke. More I think about it, the more it kind of pisses me off, because they had a rule for it. I didn't know they had a rule for it, but apparently they do. Yeah, so it was just shitty. But hey, you know, I'm sure that saved NASCAR doing that. Well, I guess we'll just jump right into it. So we're going with the slider 3, I think, 3 up from the, or 2 down from the default, so it's right there. Where the second M is, that's where the thing's at. It'll be good for long run speed, which we should have long runs at this track just based on how the AI run here. And it seems like cautions are a little bit harder to get, so it should be a pretty caution-free type of race. And it looks like we're going to have the day-to-night stuff through the stages, so stage 1's going to be kind of in sunset. So drink a choice, Diet Coke. I really didn't feel like drinking water today. Don't know why. Okay, well, we got 28 people tuned in. 23XI, they changed their logo this year. Did not know that. Is it like Impact or something? In 2022, red 23 and a black and white X. Oh, well, holy shit. Nice little attention to detail there that you picked up. That's neat. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. 20 plus people. I appreciate it. Hello, Bobby Birch. We're just gonna get into it. I'm not at my peak gamer form. Kind of had a shitty last 24 hours, so I'm hoping that can get put to the side and we can get back in my groovy zone. So Corley Joy failed stuff. Justin Haley went to the back. Cindric went to a lot of people went to the back. So I think we're gonna be starting 37th, which rare. 3 people went to the back. Usually it's always 2 or 1. Yeah, here we go. 400 laps at Martinsville night in the 2023 mod will commence. I saw Chastain was on pole, so that's cute. 80 lap stage. I have no idea if pitting is even going to be an option this whole race. With how short the laps are, and definitely the stages, we don't even have the pit in stage 1. The lap traffic will be a very big deal, like usual, so it will be something we'll have to worry about as the race progresses, because that is our biggest friend, is lap traffic. I'm going to do my best to try to keep the car and the nose in good conditions, so we're not, any little bit of damage hurts the performance, so I really don't want to affect it. So we are just taking our time. I just forgot to turn. Yeah, I moved the stream up to 11 just because the race starts at 3. And I thought it was 3:30, so that was my bad. And also, part of me just wanted to start the stream early because I think there was just a lot I wanted to talk about. I'm sure we'll get to a certain point in the race where there's just nothing going on, so that's where I'm going to put that topic in. But so far, we are moving up through the field, but a lot of the back markers are going to be pretty easy to pass, so I'm not really amazed by that. It's once we get in the top 15, that's where it just, all of a sudden, the difficulty kind of spikes. So yeah, that's adorable. Chase what? Chastain, that both start with C's, and Chase and Chastain have a couple of similar letters. So I guess it's understandable how my brain just confused them.
Stay low, stay low.
Garrett Smithley kind of hanging on here.
Still there.
So yeah, this will be I don't know. It's nice to go back to this game as a weekly thing and not worry about what game I'm going to do what track on and stuff, so that's kind of nice. So, yeah, it's weird to think that this is a thing now. All that talk that the modders, or not the modders, all the talk the devs at MSG, like, couldn't do this and it wasn't possible. They fucking did. I mean, granted, it's not perfect. There's no 5th gear. But by golly gee, they were able to put the model of the cars in. That's pretty damn cool. Unfortunately, Michael Two Scoops the Duke was too scared to do a 100% Martinsville race. He decided to just do a lot of scrimmage mini races to avoid doing this race. Because in the DMs, I did help him with getting like the mod files and stuff. But then I remember him saying like, "Oh, I was gonna do a 100% Martinsville race, but you're so much better than me that I can't do it. You're gonna embarrass me." So he said he was gonna change his plan. So even in the DMs, he admitted that he's a scared little bitch boy. Okay. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. I couldn't keep a straight face. Hey, hello Turquoise Hawk. Thanks for stopping in.
Still there.
So we're just about in the top half of the field. Kept the car in good shape. Chastain, there's a gap between 15th and then 14th or something, so that's interesting. That was a terrible corner. That was a very good pass. And we nipped Jones's side. What did everybody think of the intro stream music, pre-stream music thing? I decided to change it up. I was playing Danganronpa 3, and every time after like a chapter, like a heavy chapter, or just during free time, I think that music generally plays. And it kind of got stuck in my head because I really like it. And I think for Sunday streams, that's really perfect. And the title of the song is called Cool Mornings. So I was just kind of thinking to myself, it's just so perfect. I do these streams in the morning on the East Coast, so it kind of works out. So I like it.
Wow, that's fast.
That's my fastest lap of the race. I don't know when past me ran a 19.3, but that must have been definitely with a custom setup or something. Yeah, so I was just playing more Danganronpa 3. I gotta say, it might be my favorite in the series, which is insane to think about considering how depressed Chapter 1 made me. Really the only thing, and also no spoilers in chat about it. I'm midway through Chapter 4 in mid-trial with the intermissions, so I haven't finished it by any means, but I'm in Chapter 4. Really enjoying the game. The game, it feels like each game in the series keeps getting better. The utilization of characters and just the character growth and dynamics and interactions just keep getting better with each game. And this like trio of Shuichi, we got Maki, and then Kaito, those three are so fun to just interact with. And Maki as a character continues to be so funny. It's just so interesting. And it's crazy because I literally had no opinion of her because she was such a non-existing character in the first two chapters because she like did nothing. But then in Chapter 3, she actually kind of makes a bit of a turnaround with Kaito's influence, and the dynamic is really good. I never really enjoyed a cast of characters as much as this third game is. I mean, except for a couple. Himiko and Tenko are just extremely obnoxious. Angie's kind of obnoxious too. But Chapter 3 kind of got rid of a lot of those, so that kind of made the game better inadvertently. But I heard a lot of different things that Tenko's character, because she always keeps saying like men are degenerates and they're awful, and it's just really, really annoying and grating on the ears. But apparently that's the fan translated, or that's like how it's translated. I guess in the Japanese she's not like that at all. So it'd be very interesting to one day maybe play the game with maybe more accurate translations. I don't know. Just because for whatever reason they made her be really obnoxious, and Gonta is very Tarzan-like because he refers to himself in like first person, and he has very, very simple dialect. So apparently that's not how it was in Japanese. Japanese, like, Tenko just never mentions, is never obnoxious with the like degenerate male stuff, and Gonta doesn't talk like Tarzan. So I'm very, very curious to learn more about the game when I finish it. Just the translations, because I never really had any issues with the first two games and their translations. I think it represented the characters fine, but it's weird.
Got a car coming inside now.
So
Clear
I'm
down
very interested just how that's gonna be when I look that up one day. So there's a couple weird problems like that. Himiko as a character definitely got better and definitely grew on me. So yeah, I've turned around massively with the game, and I really enjoy it. So the mysteries continue to get like really complex and in depth, and never imagined it to be that good. I never imagined it to be so, I guess, engaging. But the only thing that sucks is I just suck at the trials so bad. My mind, I swear, there is some brain cells missing. I'm so incredibly stupid. It's mind-boggling how bad I am at them. I have to look up a guide, and it feels like 70% of me playing it is just me looking at the guide just to figure out, like, okay, okay, I need to say this. I need to use this at this right time. Because I'm bad at it. It's embarrassing. It's just like, I like the game. I would love to stream it, but it would be one of the most insufferable streams. I would not be happy making streams or videos on it, because it would just not be a fun playthrough. Because then most of the time I'll be stopping looking at. I mean, it makes DSP look good, like in terms of like intelligence. Like that's how bad it is. So I can't stream it. So it made me learn that I'm literally only good for this world, which is NASCAR games. I can't do anything else. I can't function like any other person. And apparently the only skill I have is NASCAR games, which is really, really fucking depressing.
All clear.
So, I don't know. But, yeah, Chapter 4, love it. The game it might be my favorite in the series. Now we're finally starting to race with people. Lap traffic's now a big old factor.
Stay low.
Bowman apparently was 23rd at one point, but he's moved his way up through the field, so good for Bowman. We're just about to crack in the top 10. Hamlin's about to... Well, Hamlin's now the leader. Somebody passed him at some
All the way
point.
to the wall. All
Yeah,
clear.
Chastain. So we have a lead change, which is already, I think, better than last year's race, because that was a green flag pass for the lead, unlike last year's at this track. So that's our 30 laps in, and it's already, this race is already better than last year's. That's how low the bar was set before. Yeah, we're 4.7 seconds back. 80 lap stage. Trying my best to not make contact with anyone. Car feels fine. It's definitely starting to get a little bit loose, but nothing too crazy. And I have the AI's tire effect to less, so their wear should not really be a problem. It's more or less for them going to be fuel. But again, stage 1 and maybe even stage 2, we won't really have to worry about that.
Still there.
Worry about the lap. BJ McLeod almost up in the, actually in the top 5. Chastain drops back to 4th. Didn't they do something in qualifying where Ryan Preece got the pole and Fox just refused to interview him? Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? Like, what? Why? That just seems kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to look at qualifying. I really only just watch the races. I don't even look at anything else anymore. There was a period of time when I used to really, really give a shit about all that stuff, but not really anymore. Usually qualifying almost means like nothing in the race, but I'm happy for Preece. I mean, I would champion Preece to win more than anyone. I've always liked him ever since he called out Carson Ostobar at Texas last year for doing stupid shit. That was just like, that was good. So I've always, like, even back in the Xfinity series, always loved Ryan Preece. So happy he's in this opportunity. I'm hoping he keeps that car and hopefully continue, runs well and all that stuff. So hopefully he has a good day today. So we are almost halfway through stage 1, up to 4th. That's got a little bit tight there. Unironic, weirdly enough. I mean,
stay left. Clear to the right.
Let's see, 3.2 seconds. We got Chase Elliott. Oh, that's cute. Chase Elliott's back in the car. there's still people trying to gaslight the viewing or the ratings because Chase Elliott wasn't there, so that's why the ratings are down. I feel like there is some truth to it, but I don't think it's as extreme as some people are making it. It was already down at Daytona and Auto Club when Chase Elliott was there, and it's been going down since. The trend would have continued. I just don't think the downward spike would be as extreme. I think at Vegas or Race 3 or whatever, there was, compared to like Auto Club, like if Auto Club was like a 10% decrease, then Vegas might have been like a 16% decrease. So maybe Chase Elliott's like 5 or 6% of that reason of that like dip. But otherwise, I don't think it's like it's not 100%. That's why like, oh, you know, the ratings dropped like 40% in 1 week. That's all Chase Elliott. It's like I don't think so. I feel like that's just a bit exaggerating. So that's a whole other interesting topic.
Nobody out back.
Number 4th, Hamlin is just about to clear all those lap cars. So I'd love to, you know, pass him before he gets there.
Got one outside now.
So we got Harrison Burton. We only got, I don't know how many cars are on the lap.
Clear. No pressure from behind.
In 80 laps, there's probably a good chance a lot more cars can go lap down, maybe.
All the way to
Where's the
wall.
integrity of the racing gone? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like that's something only God himself can answer. Which might be you, because your first name is Jesus, so, well, maybe not like literally, but like it's possible. Yeah, it's been gross with some of that stuff.
Careful, still there.
Also, Hamlin's about, I mean, we're 3 wide for second. That's adorable with Hendrick cars. That's cute. Hamlin looks like he's gonna try to clear Harrison Burton. Not Harrison, Todd Gilliland. Oh my God, I got my names mixed up. Don't know why I thought it was him. I might be thinking of Harrison Burton's throwback car, which that's my only assumption. Also, Hamlin got by him, so that's not good. He's gonna probably start to drive away from me now.
All the way to the wall.
Because I need lap traffic to save me. Because I have no pace on my own without him, without the traffic, so I'm going to probably start to lose time. As you see, we're already starting to lose time on him, so. I think the reason why IndyCar racing is so much better is because they can't touch wheels. You can't make contact because it's open wheel. So you really have to use a lot more racecraft than just bulldozing through people. So I think that's like the biggest difference. Just the mindset, mentality, and etiquette of racing in IndyCar versus NASCAR is definitely wildly different just because of the style of cars that they're in. That's really the biggest thing. Yeah, we're losing time, so that sucks. I don't know what kind of lap times they're running, but they might be running like 19.6s or something by themselves. I clearly can't do that, but he's gonna be caught back in lap traffic again, so that's gonna be good for us. Oh yeah, the last time I raced at Martinsville was for my birthday stream, where I did the 1,000 laps that took like that was like a 6-hour stream for my birthday. I remember that. The race where my right front was at 1% for a very, very long time. Longer than it should. I remember that. It was weird. Okay, Hamlin's caught up in lap traffic again, so that's good. Kind of curious how many more cars are going to get put a lap down before the end of this, because I don't know how many are on lead lap to begin with. We got Stenhouse. About to go lap down. We got McDowell. So I don't know where they're running for in terms of position-wise. But Hamlin's getting held up. He's choking. He's doing Denny Hamlin things, so we'll take advantage of that. There we go. New leader. Okay, 28 cars on lead lap. That's actually a lot more on lead lap than I thought. But Hamlin's trying to fight back. That's cute. That's adorable. But there we go. We got a lap car between me and him, so we'll probably It'll probably be good for a while. Did I see Austin Cindric on 2 wheels? I looked. I don't know where I looked. Clearly, it was not in front of me, but Cindric was on 2 wheels, and that was kind of amazing. Damn, Hamlin got a good run there. I screwed up the corner. All right, Cindric, you're gonna have to pick which lane you want to be in, and he's gonna choose the bottom, and I just screwed up all of that. That was not bad of a run off the corner. Cinder's gonna stay on the bottom. I don't think I was around the high side. It's gonna be the lane. I don't think that's gonna be the stay against the wall at Martinsville. What are you in the corner? Back straightaway, yes. Not the corner. Like, whoa. That's just weird.
Careful, still there. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Ooh, okay. I guess we'll just go 3 wide. Look at that AI given like spatial awareness.
Clear down low.
AI coding, doing things. Shockingly, that was not nose damage, that little tap there, but we're okay.
Careful, still there.
Got the inside Suarez. Perfect. Run away. Just run away. And hit my marks, too. Hamlin tried. The man tried. But we're good. Reddick's about to go lap down.
Careful, still
Though
there.
but I'm Reddick. That's Kyle Busch. I don't know. Gregson 23rd.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear. Hard from the outside.
Damn, Hamlin is not making this easy on me. That's a send. Now that was a padded send, but we kept it on the bottom, so we're fine. Ooh, okay, a little loose, but we're fine. Beach McLeod about to go a 3rd lap down, I think. He's not even a snowflake, and he's already just, or well, he's not cold. Usually when they're cold, they're extra slow, but he's just naturally slow. I don't know. Yeah, Hamlin is not giving up. Big props to him. He's making this interesting. It's not just me pulling away. Because next after him is Larson. He's about 2 seconds back, so. Yeah, Bowman's 22nd. Wasn't he like 14th at one point? How did he drop back that far? Oh no, this game is not giving Bowman any love. Either the same with Keselowski. Oh my god, Brad's like 20th. Yeah, we got about a second now in Hamlin, so
Careful, still there.
lap traffic shenanigans must have happened behind me. Nope, never mind, he's right there. Never mind. 20 to go. So now we'll just see how many cars we can lap before the end of the stage.
Right side's clear. Right side.
That is Cole Custer in 19th. Yeah, we're just... Okay, we got more cars between me and Hamlin, so that's good. 5th place is almost half a lap down. I just noticed that on my leaderboard. So a lot of these cars are very, very close to each other. Hello, not easy. Welcome. That was another just horrific corner. We maintain we keep the bottom lane, so we're good. Is Bubba Wallace still sponsored by DoorDash? I just was thinking about that. Is that still a thing? I just don't remember. Chat's gonna have to do some like detective work on that one. Oh yeah, the car's starting to get that weird loose feeling, which is kind of good. That's kind of what I wanted with the default setup. Boy, we're gonna be lapping a lot of cars here. That's 14th. That's 13th. Shut up, Tony, about the outside. Don't. I'm surprised they took on this whole race up to that point to finally mention it. That took a while. So we got Almirola 12th. Ryan Blaney's probably 11th. Yep. Okay. So we are gonna have 10 cars on the lap. Poor Corey LaJoie's going probably a 3rd lap down. We got a gap between me and Hamlin, so that's good. Kind of curious how many laps I'm going to lead in this race. I'm thinking it's going to be over 200. That's my ballpark guess. Because once we finish the stage up, we're gonna be slow for a little bit until lap traffic comes into play, so we'll get passed again here. So this is more or less just trying to put as many cars lap down before the end of the stage, and it seems like we're gonna do just that. As I can see Bell in front of me, so yeah, it's gonna happen. This is definitely a long run car type of setup. I'm good to hear that you said the mod looks great. I think it looks pretty good. There's still some imperfections with it. The wheels, they don't spin right. The damage doesn't work really accurately. The roof flaps don't work. It makes the car spike up and stuff. So there's a lot of imperfections. That's why it's not to the general public yet. That's why it's still a work in progress.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, we're about to pass Bell. Which, I mean, at Bristol Dirt, Bell's going to have a nice looking race win car. I think all of the race win, like, dirt Bristol cars probably look really good, so that'll be interesting. Harvick's 9th, so that's another free spot. It's not coming up, so maybe it's not. I don't know. Weird that Harvick's name didn't show up. Oh, shit. Dale's in chat. Hello, Dale. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Did someone just call... Who called Dale the true Thunder 04 king? Okay, I guess that's fair, but... Damn, I gotta do Thunder 04, like, championship mode, or rookie mode, or whatever. The rookie championship challenge thing. I gotta do that again sometime. Maybe in the month of September, when the game's gonna turn 20 years old, I can make that into a series or something. Depends on how my other series go, how much longer things progress with World of Outlaws and then NASCAR 09, which I have no idea how long either of those are going to go for. But that is an idea. I should have won that. I should have won that championship with Thunder 04. The Richmond thing costed me because I accidentally... The game saved when I backed out, and it was just really bad. So, I mean, all I would have had to have finished was, like, 20th, and I would have won the championship in that one, not last, so... It screwed me up. Though I think even before then, most races Dale had the advantage on me. So, I don't know. I want to try to reclaim... Wait, I want to dethrone the throne. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Well, Amarolla's trying. The Prince. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
Handful laps to go. That counts 5.
Damn, we put a lot of time on Hamlin there. I guess lap traffic really messed them up. So next stage will be really interesting because we're gonna have the track position. We'll probably get the lead a lot quicker. So I don't know. We'll see how it kind of develops. Ooh, you got Heat 5 for the mod. Ooh, hell yeah. That's good to hear. NASCAR 09 King. I don't know how many different people play NASCAR 09, so I don't know if I could even give a definitive hierarchy of skill or talent ranging. Almirola, I don't know what... He's low-key fast. He's right there behind me this whole time. He's faster than Hamlin, it seems like. I don't understand. I would love to do NASCAR Rumble, but the problem is I don't have the original like PS1 to do that. I would need a PS3 and then backwards. I need a memory card too or something. So I can't really do like a season mode or something on that, or like a championship mode I think it's called. So I can't really do that. But yeah, stage 1 dub that goes to me. I'll take it. Very nice. And that's our Bubba got 9th, huh? Damn. So we only had 7 on lead lap in 80 laps. What is this, like NASCAR Thunder 04? That's kind of what Thunder 04 was like. Just the leader just lapping a whole bunch of cars very quickly. Just like that. So. Damn, 7 on the lead lap. My lord. Next stage is... Next stage might be even better. So we'll pit here, get our 4 tires and fuel. The car handles really well, so there's really nothing to work about, or nothing to worry about. Pretty sad. I almost choked on my soda. That was pretty depressing. Or my Diet Coke. Still first. Almirola got the free pass. Can't believe I almost choked on that. That was just depressing. Or maybe I took too big of a sip. I don't know. 96 laps. Okay. So a little bit longer than stage 1. So I'm expecting to lose the lead here. I really don't think I'm going to have the type of car to hang on. But we'll see. I mean, the car is a lot better in long runs versus short runs, so we'll see. I don't think we're going to be doing, like, bonus race time, because by the time this stream, or by the time this race is over, it's going to be pretty close to 3. There'll be no point in doing a bonus race anywhere, so that's not really possible. Kind of had, like, all I could just to even want to stream today, because I really was just not in the mindset to do it. Implying Diet Coke isn't soda. I don't really know what I was trying to say. It basically is, but it's not as bad as regular Coke. I don't know. Still bad, but fuck, it's a cheat day for me. I don't care anymore. We're actually holding on to the lead a lot better than I thought. So that's kind of wild. Hamlin lost second place. Now it's to Larson, so that's adorable. Has Larson ever won at Martinsville? I don't think so. Maybe in 2021. Diet Coke easy. Well, god damn it! Well, fucking $8 on a whole case, just to think it was somewhat better, but then it's not. That's just depressing. Yeah, Thunder 4 is a very good game. Dare I say, the best of the NASCAR games.
Half down, half to go. This time by.
Crew chief is not half down, half to go. I don't know what he's talking about. Also, it is extremely hot in this room. I turn the air off so that obviously the sound is not so annoying with the air conditioner in the background, but it's like 80 degrees in this room.
Clear and behind you. All clear.
It is, I'm surprised I'm not perspiring worse, but I feel very, very warm. I'm wearing shorts, I got a silky white shirt on, and it still feels hot in here, so I'm quite terrified of how this is all going to kind of progress. Also, there we go. I gave up the lead, right? Yeah, as soon as I messed up that corner a little bit, it was enough. So, alright, Lars, go have fun. I mean, we blocked Logano, so I was kind of... It makes me feel good. We'll just keep blocking it. Fuck him. Screw him. Oh, we let Hamlin by. I don't know if that's a... Oh my god, we fuck up the corner. Jesus Christ.
Careful, still there.
Well, I was surprised I was able to hold on and lead for 10 laps. That's way better than I ever anticipated.
Careful, still there.
But we did get second back, so that's pretty wild. Yeah, Thunder 4 is really good. If you can get it on the emulator for PC XS2, go for it. It upscales everything. It makes everything look a lot crispier in quality. So if you don't have a PS2, that is a very good alternative. Very fun game to play. The only problem is a couple of problems I have with it. Some of the weird caution glitches at like Bristol and Martinsville. Those are an issue. Sometimes the drawing model can just be really random, or just the input. I don't know. It could be just because I'm so used to playing on PS2, and even on the emulator, I have it on like the actual buttons. So like, there's no pressure sensitivity. Now, if you're playing on the OG Xbox, you got a lot of options because those controllers they were like designed They almost seem like they were designed for shooter and racing games, so it was really good in that regard. And it also, the console's a lot more powerful, so it was able to run like 60 frames and be really good. I would say an emulator is probably the safest bet if you don't have any of those options. Also, Hamlin lost second place, so now I am sandwiched in between Hendrick cars. That's again, once again, very adorable on their part. But yeah, Larson's about to hit lap traffic. He has about a 3-second lead. It's crazy how much time they gain on me. But yeah, ooh, hello Dave 500. Thanks for stopping by. How many cars do you think this race will have? Hard to say. Phoenix and Richmond, I think both had around 8 yellows. I think Phoenix had 5, Richmond had 8, so it could be possible to have 8. Don't know. That's a good guess. I mean, in this race, we only had 1 for the stage yellows, so I'm gonna assume under 10. That's my guess. Oh, Chase Elliott's finally, god damn it, finally got around me. That is very true. Dale's story is very accurate. I can agree with this because I was floored by the Xbox One. The Xbox system. There's a spelling error in the that's embarrassing. I wrote that up and I was like extremely stressed out, so it probably doesn't surprise me. I just messed up the lettering. It just when I get in that weird mental state, everything just falls apart. It was bad. Margaritaville, did I fuck it up that badly? That's embarrassing. Usually it's like one letter I slip up somewhere. But if it's like 2 or 3, then that's bad. Now we're finally getting around lap cars. Chastain's trying to pass me, but it's not going to happen.
One back. Left side's clear. All the way to the wall.
That was a bad...
Got one inside.
That was a bad strat, trying to act like I was going to make the pass of McLeod on the outside. I should have stayed down low. Actually, well, still okay. Alright, I didn't have to suffer the consequences of that action, because we redeemed ourselves from that, so that worked out. So, yeah, we're still under 3 seconds back from Larson. So, nothing's changed in that regard. Only 7 people on lead laps, so that's not great. Got more laps in this stage. There's more chances of us lapping up to the top 5 even. No, but the interval's going down. It's 2.7 now.
Bottom looks good. Clear to the right.
I just remember in the core race how badly I did here versus like Winbow. Winbow like lapped almost everyone. I can only imagine if he was racing this, how just easy he would have made all this be. I don't know how he did it. I mean, he must have been on a very low slider. I think he might have been on a 2 from what I remember back in like Heat 4. So the fact that he was, I think I might have used a 4 for this back then, so that might be why. But yeah, this track was so dependent on just long green flag runs in the tight. We actually get faster on the long run for whatever reason with the if you lower the sliders. So weird how that worked out. But that's just the cars we were dealt with the game back then, and even now. And probably forever. Until NASCAR license runs out with MSG in 2029. Because they're going to hold on to that till the end of the universe. They're not going to let that go. They're just going to hold on to it. They're going to just rob people of quality games that they could be getting from someone else. Same with IndyCar for the next decade. They're always going to have Brian France or Motorsport.com like parent company like bail them out. And the Brian France thing isn't that's not just me just being like a conspiracy. He is like an actual backer of MSG. He's like a financial backer. Like he's an investor.
Careful, still there.
Search up Falcon Capital or something. He's a part of it, and that's what's they're one of the investors. So yeah, that's fucked up. It's a gross situation. Also, we've closed in on Larson tremendously with all my ramblings. I don't know why that happens.
Stay left, all clear.
Yeah, Dale's. I glanced at the chat. Dale's definitely right to say get him from eBay. There's a lot of controversy going on with like DK Oldies and Lukia Games for just not being honest with the refurbished processes. So it's been a very crazy situation to look into. So yeah, probably finding something on eBay would be a lot easier. As we're just casually 3 wide with 2009 Formula 1 champion JJ Yaley. Saw that on Twitter. That was like the highlight of yesterday for me, was seeing that on Twitter. So
Careful, still there.
also we hit Larson there, so I hope he doesn't like. Yeah, he did a little skirty doos. Oh my hot damn Chastain! I don't know where he came from. That was incredible.
Car on the outside now.
I'll try to get the spot here. I think Logano's for position as well. Now all of a sudden it's gotten spicy with the battle for lead. Battle for the lead, not battle for lead. That's an incomplete sentence. I think we're gonna get him now. Because Almirola. But then again, Almirola was weirdly fast in last stage. He was able to stay behind me, so I don't know. Maybe that'll be a bit of a problem. Todd Gillen's being a bit of a problem, so we'll take advantage of that. Get the spot.
Nobody out back.
There we go. Well, new leader. Now we got to worry about Logano. I just fucked up the corner because I was looking at chat. But I think I can get a good run up the corner and still clear him. There we go. Perfect. That's still worked out. Dodged a bullet. We've been pretty lucky with that. So there we go. And it got darker out in the track thing too, so that's a nice detail. Alright, that was a very interesting first 36 laps of the stage. And now we'll just try to lap as many people as we possibly can. Well, I would say there's not a whole lot to talk about, but there's a lot of stressful things to talk about, like how Logano is only about a few tenths back, so I don't really have a comfortable enough lead to go on my random tangent talks. But we're getting cold for Tyler Rex 29th.
Save your left.
That's pretty gross.
Clear high, bud.
Well, then again, he hasn't been really too good at short tracks, from what I remember, so I guess that's not too much. I guess 29th is a shock, but...
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
That was a terrible angle in the corner, but we'll get to the inside of Kazgarala. Pass him easily.
Nobody out back.
Alright. After Justin Haley, we got clean air for a while, but that might be bad because Logano could pass me again. Because we need lap traffic to save the day, and we're not really getting like a buffer between me and a lap car, so that's not really good. Now that was a good corner. That felt like a very professional corner. That wasn't as good, but that last corner last lap was really good. That was another bad corner. We'll get a good little exit there. Well, I guess I got some talking tangents. So yeah, I had a hell of a day yesterday. I don't know why. I've been off my Zoloft since late January, and I've been pretty good for a very long time. But last night was maybe the second day of the year where I just was like chronically, I guess depressed, stressed, and almost borderline panic attacks. I don't know what a panic attack is, but I feel like I had some like mini version of it because my mind was going and racing so quick. I feel like I was doing like over 100 beats per minute or something. Like I don't know. I was just, I couldn't sleep. I was only able to get like maybe 2 hours of sleep tonight, and that was from like 8 to 10 a.m. So I am extremely sleep deprived, very stressed. I wanted to make a video talking about it, but every time I make a video talking about my personal matter in life, people always shit on me. So I feel very afraid to even do that anymore because I feel like I've ruined my reputation so much for making those videos and just being honest and open.
All clear.
But doing YouTube full time is one of the most. It can be both one of the best things and then the most stressful things ever. And when things aren't going right, that's actually the first time this race I got nose damage. That's cute, but yeah, when it's just, I just can't. Basically, the bottom line is I can't do YouTube full time anymore. I just simply can't. I just simply can't afford it. The bills I have to pay per month,
Right side.
and how much I earn. If I didn't get that tax return.
Right side.
That tax return money, I would have been like hundreds of dollars in the negative now. It's very, very fucking depressing. But that tax return was such a for last year, because I transitioned from my parents' health insurance to my own, so there was some weird legalities or something going on with that. So I got like tax return money on that.
Stay low. Clear all around.
And I've been just slowly burning through it every month, and I don't know how much I need per month, like just paying bills, but it's a lot.
All clear. No
Even though
breaking
last
up
month was
time.
like extremely good, I'm still almost in the negative. I might be in the positive. I might be in the positive. I think I was slightly in the positive by like a couple, like $30-40, which that almost all of that goes to either my phone bill. Actually, no, that counts my phone bill, so never mind. So that means I have like $30 for the month maybe to spend on food, which I don't know if that's. I mean, I guess it technically is possible, but really, really cutting things thin. It's just not working out anymore. You know, streams are such a fickle thing. You know, it's very inconsistent with that. And I don't want to be the type of person to start making or doing these streams and start begging. I really just don't feel right with that anymore. I just have to put on a front and just never ever do that. But I'm just telling you the reality of the situation, just where things are, and just how things just are in my life, and just I'm tired of being stressed about it. I'm tired of just really worrying about it, and it's just not working. It's just not working. I mean, stream views was pretty good. I feel like they definitely have gone up, but in terms of regular videos, it's fucking garbage.
Still there. Right side. Nobody out back.
I can't stream on Twitch's partnership program is utterly garbage. It's a 50-50 split. YouTube's more of a 70-30. So you actually get more through YouTube than like Twitch. And YouTube stream stuff is pretty good. And I can't play other games. I fucking suck at them. I mean, it would be one of the most insufferable streams ever because I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to figure things out. And I would literally have to have chat just backseat game for me the whole time. It just wouldn't work. That's why I was saying, like, the only thing I'm ever good for is just NASCAR stuff.
Clear all around.
Which is both really good and really sad. I tried to venture out, do different things, it doesn't work out. That's fine. That's, you know, I made myself to be a NASCAR channel, and
Peeking inside.
that's
Clear
fine.
all around.
But I just simply cannot do YouTube full-time anymore. I tried with Roadhouse, and it worked for a little bit, but my back problems are just too much of an issue. It's been an issue for a long time. I've gone to the doctor, I've gotten x-rays, and I've tried different things. They gave me pills, those don't work. Tried exercising, doing more squats, trying to position how I stand and sit, and it doesn't work. So the only other thing I was thinking of was something Dale mentioned to me probably 6-7 months ago. It almost feels like a year ago, but it's probably not. But he was talking about, why don't you try Uber Eats? And I was thinking, well, the area I'm in, I don't even think my area has it, or I don't know how profitable it would be, but looking up more of it last couple nights, it definitely seems like it's actually possible, so I kind of signed up for it, and I'll start doing that pretty soon. I'm just kind of waiting for the Uber Eats like hot bag, and I just need like a phone holder to come in, and then then that'll be kind of something I'll do on the side to earn more money, because I can't do YouTube full time anymore. I don't know what that means with the channel. I don't know if that means less. I mean, it probably means less videos, or they won't be every day. I mean, most of my schedule now is like every day except for Saturday. So now it'd be maybe every other day. I don't know. I don't really know how the schedule's going to be. It's just going to be whenever, maybe. I don't know, but it's just stressful. I'm fucking anxious. And I think that's probably the reason why I was so anxious, just that I'm not used to doing other stuff. So I'm just extremely anxious. I couldn't even fucking sleep. I was so anxious and nervous of this, of doing that. And trying to kind of understand how everything works with the app, or like what you need, what to be aware of, and other stuff, especially too with like tracking miles and stuff, because your gas and mileage is all like tax deductible. So there's like an app that tracks it. I was trying to find the right one, but I can't remember the video that had a good app that you can use. So I don't know. I just getting all that stuff situated. So it's kind of a new chapter in my life, just to do something else. And I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know what to really expect out of it, other than just, if I can earn a couple $100s a week from it, that would be worth it. Because if I just do regular video, I think I have, again, don't want to get like, because apparently on YouTube you can't discuss like exactly how much you make, but you could give rough estimates, which is kind of what I'm going to do here. So I'm not going to give out exact numbers of how much I earn, but if I don't factor in live streams, I think I get maybe somewhere around $300 a month. Considering how much bills I have to pay a month, that doesn't cover it. Some of the Patreon stuff does help, but yeah, so that just kind of puts a small perspective. I mean, if I spend like $800 a month on just bills and other stuff, then you kind of understand where I'm losing like $500 a month on average. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go for much longer. I mean, so it's just I don't know. But obviously, that's kind of the standard. I mean, obviously, YouTube will be more of a part-time thing, and the Uber Eats, DoorDash will be more of a part-time thing as well. But if I do like 2 or 3 days a week with that, and earn like $100 with that, that's still really good. If I can earn extra $300 a week, that's gonna be a massive help to me. I don't know how many hours I have to work to at least earn 100 through like tips or whatever from that. I don't really know. It might be 10 deliveries or 15. I don't really know. But it would be a big help. And the streams are too inconsistent. I can't be. I guess that's the most other frustrating thing. It's just some streams go really well, some don't, which is nothing new. That's just kind of how it's always been. But when I'm streaming and that's all I'm thinking about is just like, God, I hope I get to this X amount of dollars just to like break even, or just like, if I'm thinking about that more than the stream, then it's not really fun to stream then, because I always have to worry about that shit. and it's not fun to stream when you're worrying about, you know, how much you make, because that's kind of defeats the whole purpose of a stream. It's supposed to be fun. And if I'm thinking more about tips, then there's something wrong, and shit has to fucking change. So I don't know, because last week's stream I don't think I got like $11, which I mean literally I could have gone through Uber Eats and probably did that for like 2 hours and gotten that instead of doing that for like 3 hours. Like I would have my time would have been used more appropriately if we're thinking it like financially wise. And it just, the other thing too is just, I feel like it just, my channel's just so dead. I remember back in like Heat 4, there was a Ryan Newman video where I screenshotted like the analytics for that video in like the first 24 hours, and I used to get like 1,500 views in a video like that, like a day. That was really good. Now I'm lucky to get 400. It just doesn't work out. So,
20 laps to go. Not that long.
I was on a train of thought and I just like completely fucking forgot. Damn, that really sucks. That's, I guess, how sleep deprived I am. Also, Larson giving me a hell of a battle back there. Like, he is not giving up this whole time. He's making it interesting, I'll give him that. Oh, am I talking about my view? Okay, my brain finally, thinking about numbers, it kicked in. So yeah, now I'm getting like, I'm lucky to get 400 views, which, if we do the math, generally speaking, ideally you want, whatever subscriber count you have, you want to at least have 10% of those viewers come from like your subscriber count. So say, if someone has 100,000 subscribers, then you want an average of you to get like 10,000 views. That's like the bare minimum. I'm not even getting like 10%. It's like 5 or 4%. So I got 15,000. 15,000. I only get like 400. So that's less than 40%. I don't even know what the right number is. It is definitely maybe 4% of my viewers that are subscribed watch. But again, I don't know. I mean, a lot of those accounts could be just dead accounts because my account's been around for so long. So if I'm not even getting 10% and I'm only getting like 4% even, then like it's just not working out. And I don't know what I can do differently. I mean, I've been a one-trick pony this whole channel life cycle, and a lot of things that helped were like new games. Now there's really no new games coming out, so it just doesn't really work out. So I don't know, it's just frustrating. And you know, literally everyone else is fine. Everyone else is like probably fine financially and view count wise. Roots is fine, WinVal's fine. He's an esport driver, but he was fine beforehand. Darian's fine, Iceberg, like everyone else is fine except for me. Maybe that's my fault. Radman's fine, like, so maybe it's my fault. Maybe I just didn't diversify enough. I don't know. I mean, IDK player is right. I am fucking boring. So I don't know. But I think a lot of that just is on my fault for not doing more with the channel or diversifying it more. I don't know what I really could have done.
Careful, still there.
Because maybe I could have done more like analytical NASCAR, like deep dive videos.
Stay high, stay high.
Maybe that really could have been the thing. But when in every win video, which is just basically clips, like the Kurt Busch one, like they do better than videos that I actually put a little bit of effort in, like even the Robin series. But then again, that's like a whole different topic for a channel that's not really... My Poneglyph Seeker one, which is where I put the Robin videos at now, actually is doing pretty well. It's actually good enough to the point where I can start putting them on that channel instead of my main one, because the view count's like exactly the same, so really there's no point. So from now on, I'll probably put them on that channel, so it really won't matter.
Careful, still there.
But yeah, it's just not working out. I tried, like, maybe asking Bruce if I could be like an editor, or maybe do like live stream compilations and maybe get paid for that. But he just seems very keen on not wanting to do that, which that's fine. But I was just thinking of just anything to help get money or earn something, or because I'd be willing to do that for him, to be like an editor for like just compiling like, you know, funny live stream moments into like a video. Which I guess I technically could for the channel, but that wouldn't feel right. I've done a couple of those before in the past, but I just never really felt right to do that as like a permanent thing or anything. But you know, and again, like I've tried doing different games. Like I've done ATV Opera Fury, Test Drive, Eva Destruction. They just never pulled in the views. If I were to do F1, it would have been the same thing, because that's just not my target audience. Which, that's my fault. I've been more of a variety streamer or variety content creator, I guess. So I don't know. And my style is not really for everyone. My style is more like kind of like deadpan humor, or just like, you know, you kind of have to listen to what I say. Because a lot of it's just kind of like cold, dead deliveries that are, like, I guess funny. So my style is so not conventional. Because on YouTube, you need to be, like, loud and brash and brazen. But Roots plays into that system really well, because I think he's just naturally, like, really good at that. So, I don't know. So a lot of it just has to probably do with just my fault. Like, I don't want to try to, like, blame other things, but it's just, I feel like at the end of the day, it's really my fault for not doing more. But I just really couldn't think of anything. And when you're doing Let's Plays and stuff, you're doing so much of that, like, all the time. Your brain's not thinking of, like, trying to do, like, other things. Like the Robin series, that alone took so much extra time. But see, when it's like, and that was like a project I really like to do. But when I guess Dale could probably relate to that, because when you did like the Final Fantasy stuff, it was like way much worse in comparison to NASCAR. So I think he understands like that for comparison. But I don't know. I'm just rambling. It just sucks, you know. I don't know. I guess there has to be time for a change or something. Because at this rate, I mean, I wanted to go to Pocono this year. I mean, if the rate I'm burning money per month, I don't even know if I can even afford to do that. Trying to cut back on eating. I'm afraid to even go and get food anymore. That's how bad it. I guess I can't. Maybe I'm making it worse out than it seems, but like I'm afraid to even go and get food. So I'll just have fucking pretzels for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like just pretzel snacks. That's like my. Or, you know, I'll have these peanuts, and that'll be like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like my diet is so cataclysmically bad. I'm doing I mean, kind of lost a lot of weight too. It used to be like 188, now I'm like 172. So I mean, part of that's kind of like with water, so it kind of helps, but I don't know. It just sucks. It sucks, you know. It's just. Will's Pit. Well, I mean, it was actually like a phenomenal stage from beginning to end. It's just too bad I'm not really in the right mental space.
Have a good day. Coming to the green.
So we got 217 to go. That will, in fact, be one more pit stop. So we will have to pit one more time. I think I'm gonna have to pit a lot sooner than the AI, so I am expecting that. But it should be it should be just one more pit stop.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
I don't think Red's gonna win both stages or anything. I just went with the 45 because I like Kurt, and it's gonna be the last year or last game maybe that, you know, Kurt's gonna be in. So I want to drive as him. It's about as simple and innocent as that. I'm not really expecting Reddick to do anything. But if he does somehow win, then I would have, I guess, inadvertently predicted it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about making a video talking about just all this stuff, explaining things, and just trying. Because, like, at least with like DoorDash or Uber Eats, I'm not going to be ripping my back apart you know, doing that. So that would be very nice. And I mentioned it before on streams. I weirdly like driving. When we used to frequently go and get food all the time. I would just like to drive and do that. So, and I mentioned before in other streams that I always thought maybe being a truck driver would be pretty cool. So maybe this is more up my alley, or maybe I wouldn't really mind it. I just have to, it's kind of like when you start a new job, you just have to like just kind of just dive in, get that first day over with, and then the next days get progressively easier. It's just always that first day you have that like insane amount of anxious anxiety, which I don't think that's a real sentence, but you just have to get over those stage fright, so to speak. So that's kind of what I'm like dealing with. I just have to get that like first day over with, and then, you know, go from there. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how many hours I have to put in before I, cause like obviously I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's just what's on my mind. But I was thinking about making a video talking about it. But every time I make a video talking about it, even if I directly or indirectly make a video like that, people just think, oh, I'm instantly begging. Which, to be fair, I've done that in the past, and I'm not really proud of it. But there's videos where I just talk about the situation, and people think I'm begging regardless. So I'm like, fucked either way. If I make a video, people are going to shit on me for it. Because all the lurkers that don't watch only seem like they comment on those videos because, you know, God forbid someone's down in the dumps. Gotta fucking kick them while they're down, you know. It's really, really fucking nice of them. So, I don't know. But, again, I think it's important that people know what's going on with the channel and other stuff, regardless. So, it's gonna probably come out regardless. I have to wait for things to come in, like the hot bag and the phone holder, and then I can probably make a video talking about it, explaining things a little more, and then start that first day at some point, maybe next week or 2 weeks from now. I'm not really sure. Depends on how long it takes for those two things to get here, which I don't really know how long it's going to take, so I don't know. I was originally going to do, I mean, this plan was eventually going to happen at some point this year. I was going to do it after NASCAR 9 ended. That was going to be the original plan, which I don't know how long NASCAR 9 is going to go for, but there would be something like that at some point this year regardless, but it kind of got pushed up. Just crunching the numbers. I mean, apparently from what my dad said, I could go on Medicare, where I have the government pays for my health insurance, but I don't know the logistics of all that. I don't even know if I even qualify, because we haven't gotten that far, but apparently that's a thing maybe I can try to look for. Which, hey, if I could save a couple $100 a month on just that alone, that would be a big help. But I don't know if that's even possible. I don't know. But I mean, I guess part of it too is just it's like, I guess the other frustrating thing is it's not like I have a whole lot of bills to pay. It's literally car insurance, my monthly car payment, and then health insurance, and then phone bill. It's really just four things. I guess technically three big things. I mean, obviously the car payment thing, that's gonna, I think that ends January 2025, so I only have another year and a half left on it, which is very nice. I like that. Obviously car insurance is always going to be a thing, but yeah, the monthly car payment, that would be nice to eventually get rid of that. So I just think, I mean, it's just, I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, I gotta make it to 2025. Gotta fucking survive the 2025, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to. So I just, like, I can't just I'm so tired of worrying about the numbers so much, being in the negative every month, bleeding cash out, being afraid to buy fucking food. I'm just fucking tired of it. I'm so fed up of worrying about it. Sitting here with my calculator and my pen, crunching the numbers and everything. Because back in the day, until like maybe a couple months ago, I would have a horrible habit of just getting fast food almost every day. Maybe 6 days a week, maybe 5 days a week, but it would still be a lot. And I would spend 50 to 60 a week on that. And if you total that a month, that's like 240 a month on that, which that's like another fucking bill, essentially. So once I was figuring all that out, then it's just, you know, had to start cutting back, which makes sense. You know, that's just my problem. But I feel like I've done, like at this point now, I've done everything as much as I possibly can to try to mitigate spending extra and just necessity things. And maybe I'm just tired of fucking eating mac and cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. or the microwave meals every day. Maybe I'm getting a little fed up with that too. I don't know. It's just tired of it. I'm tired of worrying about it. If the Uber Eats thing, if I can get like an extra 200, 300 a week from that would be really nice. Because I don't know how many deliveries I have to get to. I mean, ideally, I want to maybe work it with that until like I reach like 100 a day. Like I got like 100 for the day, but I don't know how many trips it would take, or how many deliveries it would take. It really might be between like 10 to 20, but again, don't know the numbers, don't know the math to even calculate it, but that would be like the ideal planning. But it's hard to say when I haven't had the experience to determine the numbers for that. But that would be kind of like the base goal. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Just gotta get through that first day and kind of understand just what it's like and get through that like stage fright. Because that's like one of the only few things I feel like, oh shit, Jordan Skinner, thank you for gifting a membership to someone. Thank you. John Skinner. Okay, John Skinner. Okay. Gave it to Sonic. Ooh, nice. That was a lucky pick. Sonic's a regular, or Sanic's a regular in the chat, so that worked out really well. Well, thank you for that nonetheless. I really appreciate it. That helps me out a lot, more than I could say. Everything adds up. So I appreciate it.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
I'm surprised. No, I guess something did come up, but nothing. Oh, there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got the boob hug. Yeah, that's. I appreciate. I always.
All clear.
I can't stop looking at it. Stop.
He's by himself. Clear all around.
I don't know. Fucking back's even acting up now. That's my fault though, because I keep sitting and like I keep getting too damn tense. I need to be more laid back, literally. But yeah, I don't know. I'm super fucking nervous about it. But I was thinking to myself, maybe I can do something with that. Maybe I can make that into like a diary or something. Like a video diary of just working with like Uber Eats or DoorDash, and like explaining how that goes, or just being able to talk about the day, and that could be like a fun like side video thing of like my experience. That's always something too. I don't know if people would care about that, but that'd be pretty neat to do something like that. don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking too far ahead.
Behind you. Clear all around.
So, I mean, as far as the race is concerned, I've held on to lead really well.
Inside.
I don't know how or why. Maybe that was my trick in league racing, is just literally divert my attention from the race itself to something else, and then I run better. I don't understand why that always happens. I'm just going on these random tangents.
Careful, still there.
That happens a lot when there's like a mobile game on my my phone, like a pool game.
You're all clear.
I'm stuck on a level or something. I'm trying to think about like how to angle the shot, get that billiard ball into the pocket. And then it gets so to the point where it's so monotonous, I just like stop thinking about it. I literally do. It's like instant. It's like Ultra Instinct, but with pool. It's like I just play it and I'm not even thinking about it, and then I pass it and I don't even know how I did it. It's so weird. Like my brain, I need like. I feel like that's like almost like a monk talent or something that I have. I don't know. It's just weird. Denny Hamlin's about to go another lap down. Or well, I guess he got the wave round, but now he's going a lap down.
All clear.
Remember when Hamlin was leading at one point in the race? Good times.
One back.
Just trying to fight. I respected Hamlin.
He's outside there by himself. Clear high, clear high.
You're like the only YouTuber that's honest and doesn't try to have some fake personality. Just says what's on his mind.
No.
Kind of like a Tony Stewart.
Hey. I don't mind that comparison. Thank you, 8-Bit, for the 5. I really that's very nice of you to say. That's kind of the one thing I've always tried to pride myself on, is just being honest and open. And that's just something I've always wanted.
Stay left.
Really, that kind of... Because I made a video, this is back in like Heat 4, where 704 Games let me be like one of their like...
Inside. Left side's clear.
I don't know what it was called, a content creator, like where a content influencer, I think it was what it was called, where they would give me like, you know, free stuff. And I made a video talking about it that I thought was really cool. It was really awesome to be a part of that program, or just being able to be in that position. I made a point in that video that I was not going to change who I am, what I'm about. I'm not going to just sugarcoat things. If there's like a problem with the game, I'm going to call it out. I'm not going to, I'm not going to, not going to be fake. Not going to shill. I'm going to stay exactly the same. And I feel like I've upheld to those wishes over the years. And it kind of went to much more beyond that with just everything, really. Even into my race reviews, where I'm so... I have some of the most just cosmetically nuclear takes ever. I just kind of call things like it is. I don't know, but I really appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say.
Hold your line. Stay high.
That's the second time I tried doing that with BJ McLeod, trying to pass money outside. Doesn't work. Also, I think there's like a couple times in the last stage where I almost wrecked, but I saved it very effortlessly. And I don't really know how. Oh, hello, Braden. Or is it Spencer? Oh my god. Both have the same profile. It's both of it's like brown in the background. One's like a different dark. One's like a darker brown than a lighter brown. I couldn't tell the difference. Please, God, don't take that out of context. Just when you glance at it, you immediately see brown. You don't see like different shades until you really look at it. So I didn't notice. But hello, Spencer. So we got 169 laps to go. Ryan Blaney's been at my back bumper for a while. Same with Chase Elliott. He's been kind of lurking back there.
Still there. Nobody out back. Careful, still there.
Oh, Chase. But I'm not really a Chase hater, though. I'm like the most neutral person on Chase ever.
Stay to your left. Got a car high
Boy,
now.
I am just stuck in lap traffic. I could not go anywhere. Now I can. Okay. Alright. Got out of that minefield.
Still there.
Chase is still only 6/10 back. 6/10 back. That's very impressive. So is the game really trying to say Chase is going to win today? I just highly doubt it, personally.
Right side. All clear. Clear high, bud.
I'm very neutral. I think I'm neutral on every Hendra driver except for Bowman.
Outside.
I don't mind Bowman.
Use it if you need it. Got one outside now.
Where's Bumble? Where's Epileptic Bumblebee? She would like to hear that.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Well, this game is,
High, bud.
weirdly enough, accurate to last year, because it was, well, Chase Elliott was leading a lot of it. William Byron was right there behind him, but Byron's nowhere to be found, so it's like half right in predicting last year's race winner. Well, not really, but the running order, that's what I was trying to say, it was somewhat similar. Because in real life, Elliott got second, Byron won, so there's like a connection there at some capacity. And we build up a nice gap on Chase Elliott now, so it's 1.6. It was 6/10 of a second for a very long time, but that seemed to kind of subsided. Yeah, now we're just kind of in this like really chill zen point of the race. Not really dealing with lap traffic for now. Just kind of in our own little like zone. After doing that like herd video, there was a part of me that thought like I can remake the other videos I did. I think I still have the original files in like flash drives, but I've thought about bringing them back. But I think I got a comment about it. I just like the logistics of it. It's just not possible. I can't be bringing that back all the time and making that like a thing because that just opens more opportunities to get copyright stricken and have a channel removed, so I can't afford to take that type of risk, so definitely not doing that.
Consider this from everyone here watching. We all love you. Here's some money for food for a while.
Holy shit, that worked. There's so many layers. One, I thought I removed that GIF. Two, I guess it works through pay. Holy Oh my lord! Dale! Holy shit. Holy crap. Dale, thank you so much for that. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the 50 just nuclear drop. Holy crap.
Still there.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. That is unmistakably generous. What a twist. Did not expect that today.
Use it if you need it. You got room. You're clear.
I'm just amazed. That was so nice of him. Dale, you're too kind. My heart, I can't handle this level of kindness. Thank you so much for that.
Hold your line.
That'll definitely help me for a while. Or at least, I don't know. Yeah, for a while, yeah, definitely will. Thank you for the kind words. I felt...
Got a car coming inside now.
Kyle, I'm having a moment here. Don't frickin' bump... Got my ass damaged. Having a tender moment with Dale, and Kyle Busch just has to run me over for nothing, for no reason. Okay.
Clear low,
Okay.
bud. Right side.
I can't believe the gift. I can't believe the gift still worked. I think I removed it for the normal super chats, but I guess with Streamlabs,
Careful, still there.
it still kept it. I didn't know that was a thing, but
Right side's clear.
I didn't know
Outside,
that was
by
possible.
himself.
Well, I guess today I learned. Well, chat got something hot out of it with that gift. That was the point of when I created it. No, thank you, Dale. That's very nice of you to say. Part of the worst thing, I guess part. A little overdone. Oh, that's where that number comes from. That all makes sense. That's nice of you, though. That was it. Ah, hand. So that's where that came from. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool.
Outside by himself.
That's really appreciated. I don't know. It's just, I guess part of the thing that always frustrates me. I guess it's part of the the coping processes or denial, or I don't know, the stages of grief, I guess is the right word. I guess part of it is just hard. It's hard to admit when you lose, because I feel like not doing full-time YouTube anymore, it just, you feel defeated. That period of time when you come to that realization where it's just like, I failed and this isn't gonna work. Even if I can't say, even if the word failed is wrong, but just it didn't work out. It just, it's really tough to admit when you aren't successful. And I don't want to be sitting here like trying to be delusional and think everything's fine, or I guess it's perfect. I don't know.
Bottom looks good.
But that is like one of the hardest things, is to admit, you know, something's not working. Because part of me is I'm very stubborn with it. I think I get it from both my mom and dad, because both my mom and dad can get very stubborn with things. So I think that's part of where it comes from.
Careful, still there.
But
Top 3, use it if you need it.
yeah, it's just accepting defeat and then trying to move on past that. Like I'm still in that like early stage. But yeah, that's really thoughtful of you to do that. It means a lot. I can't even begin to express how much I appreciate that, because the day I had yesterday and the stress and everything, even if something stupid is just like streaming, that was all that was on my mind. It's like, okay, am I gonna make a certain amount to meet my quota, or like the standards that I set for myself? Like, what happens if I don't get that? You know, it's just, that was all in the mind. It's really nice, really nice. So I don't know. I'm rambling now.
Left side.
Logano, I'm trying to have a moment with chat. Can Logano please just fuck off?
Stay to your right.
He's really, really fighting me for this lead lap position. Also, mind you, we've had no AI yellows. I have the AI mechanical failure set to infrequent, so it should happen. But we've yet to have any lap down or like any cars DNF, which is really. I mean, usually we get a couple. I guess with the Martinsville and their AI, for whatever the reason, they just don't bring out yellows very often.
Looking outside now. Careful, still there. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Oh, we finally got by Logano, so that's good. Don't got to worry about that. So the next one up on the radar to lap is Larson. He's almost. I mean, I think I can see him, and then it's just me and Chase Elliott for a while. So, boy, this Martinsville race is.
You got room.
I guess it's just how the schedule lined up. Yeah, Bristol. I guess Bristol and Bristol could have been really good if I didn't mess up the settings. A lot of that was mine. Well, actually, the ending was really good.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
This has not been nearly as good as I was thinking it was going to be. These lap traffic really held them up more than I thought.
Clear high, bud. All clear.
Yeah, Larson's about to go a lap down. Last night, I didn't see the Xfinity race last night, so I don't know what his scheme was. I guess it's not the traditional Brandt car, so I'm assuming it's something else. Racing Reference listed as something else. I noticed that when I checked it this morning, so it must have been a different looking car. I don't really know what it is. I don't really have an opinion on it, so I don't know.
Careful, still there.
Talladega's next week. Oh, okay. That should be entertaining for 99.9% of everyone, except for Disco Inferno. He'll fall asleep if he's watching that, but that'll be at least an interesting stream in terms of, I'm not going to lead every single lap under the sun. And I have some unfinished business with Talladega, because in Heat 5, the 2021 mod, I got... Oh, that's what happened in that race. I think... Actually, an AI car held me up on pit road, and it cost me all the time, and we never got a yellow to fix that. So I was like a lap down from the field, and it completely boned me of any chance I had to win that race. And I think the spring race too, from last year, I didn't end up winning, so it kind of messed me up too. So I kind of got boned in both of them. So I'm hoping maybe that streak can end.
You're all clear up top. Still there. All clear.
There we go. So now it's just me and Chase Elliott on lead lap. How the tables have turned, how the turn to tabled. It just, what a weird race. This was definitely not... Do you think Crafton ever win again?
Still there.
Maybe. This year he's had a couple of... he's been running better than I think last year, so... It's possible.
Stay left.
It's very possible he can do it. So this season of trucks has been utterly just... I thought the Cup Series was rough in a couple of spots. I mean, I will take the Cup season currently over the trucks by a long shot in terms of... I mean, I can't name all the races off the top of my head, but... Daytona. It rained for more than half the race. Was very anticlimactic. Vegas, a couple each one. So that kind of degrades it a couple of points. Atlanta was a shit show, crash fest, and just they murdered that track, so don't like that track at all. Coda was maybe the only decent one to schedule, but even then it wasn't like, a knock your pants off type of race. It was like a 5 or a 6 out of 10 maybe. That's like the best race of the season. And then we got Bristol Dirt, which was horrifically bad. And then, you know, last night's was just as bad, but that was really because of rain, and they botched the tire calls and the wet weather conditions. Like, they botched that whole thing, so this is, really every race has been bad except for Coda. So the bar has been set very low for trucks. Xfinity, from everything I've seen except for Martinsville, every race has like been a knockout banger. Xfinity series really feels like an old school Cup series now, with, you know, the 5 lug nuts, the numbers centered on the car and everything. So it feels a lot more of an old school NASCAR series, and the fields are competitive, and the field order is a lot bigger than Cup because there's no charter. Wouldn't you believe it? It's almost like as if the charters limit teams and everything. I mean, it's really good for the teams. Like, I get why they like it, but other teams that want to come in, you know, it's just they even their pay per race, like, I don't know, the race earnings are different if you're not in a charter team versus when you're in one. Like, even that's like really cut back. So yeah, it's just gross. Also, Chris Buescher just unlapped himself. I don't know how he did that. Also, we're about to lap chase it. Oh my god! Hold on a minute. We have an actual yellow. For the first time this race, not a stage yellow. So we're going to pit. Everyone's going to get a 4 tires, and Hamlin's going to get the wave around. Many cars a lap down. Xfinity race was pretty good. I heard it was, except for John Hunter, he basically dominated, but I guess the rest of the field was good, or competitive, so I don't know. I'm just basing it based on Twitter, which I don't know if that's a very reliable source or not, but that's general consensus. Alrighty, well, now let's see if Chase Elliott has the type of car to run me down and pass me. And I think with this yellow, I think we're good on fuel. Yeah, 116 to go. That's well above our fuel limit, so yeah, we're good on fuel. About to clear Chase, perfect. Hamlin got the wave around, so he'll be the last car in the back of the field. So we don't really got to worry about him until another yellow comes out, if another one comes out. Trucks should still go to Dover. Yeah, I would like that. That would be nice. Chase Elliott just got gobbled up by Logano and Larson, so Chase is not even getting. It's just not even. It's a problem for him. Not for me. I mean, it's really good for me. It's really bad for him though. It is so freaking hot in this room. Holy shit. I checked the thermometer. It was 80 degrees when I started the stream. It might be like 85 now. It's really, really freaking warm in here. I could feel the heat. And that's not even me being like sweat gamer mode yet. Oh, ooh, that's a good question, Tanner. I've always thought about it. I've always been a realist. I've understood for a while now that Kurt was not the best driver in 2004 in terms of like full season form. I think it was like 4th best all year. And it really should have went to like Gordon. I'm fine with that because, you know, I think I guess it doesn't bother me too much just because I know a champion doesn't really define you as of a driver. I at least not as hardcore. It weirdly enough doesn't bother me. It should, but I have my fanboy cap hat off when I think of things like that because I want to look at things. You know, I can't even say realistically because this is like a made-up situation, but you know, I can admit he was not the best all year. He was like 4th best. It was really between Jeff Gordon, maybe Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr. was third. I don't know exactly the numbers, but I think Kurt was definitely in the top 5. But he's had a lot of other really good seasons, and definitely a very, I mean, even without the championship, still an extremely talented driver, and one of the few that just can elevate any team he's with and make them better. Except for Phoenix Racing. I guess that team he really couldn't save.
Got a car coming inside now. Clear low, bud.
Yeah, but for the most part, Dale Jr. is the biggest what if. I don't think so. Even if you take away his points penalty at Talladega for cursing and then the Atlanta wreck, he still lost the championship. So it's really, I think what affected him the most is probably Martinsville. I think that race really, really hurt him in points more than any other. I mean, that was like a really bad one. That's kind of like the underrated one. But weirdly enough, Junior's best season in terms of like his best point finish, if we go by the real life, you know, real world standings, it's third in 2003, not 2004. 2004 he has more wins, but in terms of, I guess, the overall consistency, I guess 2003 he was a little bit better there. I'm sure we can maybe look at average finish and be like, well, 2004's average finish was a lot better. So yeah, I don't know.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Also, Logano tried to unlap himself, so that was cute, but didn't work. Also, I'm amazed that on these restarts, I'm just not getting blown through. I think maybe I've just gotten better as the race has gone on, which is running with more of a tighter setup. I don't know. Maybe I've just gotten better in like the early runs or something, because before, I don't know, start of stage 2, we dropped back and lost time, so. Well, the thing too, Dale Jr. was really good in 2013 through 15. He was easily a top 5 point contender. Just things kind of get messy when you look at the playoffs, because the playoffs kind of like jumble things. Because apparently in 2015 it put him like 11th in the standings, which he was not 11th in point type of driver. He was easily top 5 in points the whole season.
One back. Clear all around.
In 2013 through 15, way better. Way better than most people really remember. So that was a nice period of time. In 2013 Dale Jr. was very underrated, because I remember he had one engine failure at Chicagoland, and then every other race he ran really well. Like, if it wasn't for Chicagoland, he would have been, I don't know if he would have had a championship shot, but could have been third in points or something, instead of where he ended up in real life or something. I'm not really sure, but he only had one bad race, and it was just an engine failure. Everything else was, he ran really well. I guess statistically his best season would be 2004, and then 2003 is a pretty close second, with 2014 maybe being up there. It's hard to say. I don't have the numbers in my mind right off the bat. Speaking about me pulling away from Chase, Chase has kind of run me back down. So, all right, we got some tension. Chastain trying to unlap himself, so that's wholesome.
Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
I want to talk about like 2008 drop-offs. Kyle Busch's is maybe one of the most biggest Titanic drops in maybe, I don't know if that in modern era history, but I mean, he went from being like the point leader, starting off the season, then just drops. Full season point format or chase format is a monumental drop. I heard some crunching behind me. I don't know what that was about. There is a night Atlanta. Yes, there is a night Atlanta. Hopefully we can make it to the end on tires. That's the other thing I'm worried about. Really haven't gone 100+ laps in this race. We've gotten about all stage 2, which was like 96 laps. So we were fine then, but we had a we restarted with like 116 to go. So I don't know. It's an extra 20 laps. We'll see if that makes a difference. But I think we should be good on tire wear. What races would you want at night? Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a really good one.
Nobody out back.
Probably Talladega. I think Talladega night would be pretty cool. Sonoma at night. That would be kind of cool. Watkins Glen at night.
Left side's clear.
20 foot. Now you're thinking the 2015 Turquoise Hawk. We got the wrong year.
All clear. Still there. My lane's moving. Clear behind him.
Chastain doing Chastain things apparently.
All clear. Still there. All the way up. Get up. Get up. Clear high.
Got a gap between me
Stay on
and
the bottom here.
Chase Elliott with all the lap cars. So that's good. We got a bit of a gap now, so that's also very concerning because that could both be very good or very bad depending on how quickly Chase gets around them all. You would think after all these years Talladega would get lights, but no. I mean, I understand the logistics of it probably cost a lot, but that track's been around for 54 years and you still haven't thought to install lights. Now we're starting to get a gap on them, so we're looking good again. It was getting a little scary there. We might even lead through. Oh, I don't think we're going to lead 300 laps, but we're definitely going to lead well over 200 laps. So my prediction is going to be right. It's just by how much. Where's the 20? Oh my God, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't even know if I can do that ever on the hardest difficult. I mean, I would have to try on Heat Evolution. But Heat Evolution, you never can really qualify good, so you'd be always starting like mid-pack or worse. So I have to get up to lead in under 8 laps and then just lead the whole race, which would be basically impossible. Even if it went green the whole way, because people are going to be pitting under the green flag and stuff, so I'll lose a couple laps here and there. The most I could probably lead is maybe 376 or something. The cautions kind of came at the right time for Trex to just always be in the lead, so I don't think, even in video game land, that's going to be extremely hard to do. It would be a fun challenge, but I don't think it would make for a very entertaining stream if I'm just leading the whole race. Kirk comes back to racing. Couple of people would choose. He'll probably choose Darlington. I mean, even in his driver press conference in October last year, he was saying he always wanted to win at Darlington. So it wouldn't surprise me if he would like to come back for that. there was a like a radio interview or something with Kurt saying he wants to like log in like 200 to 300 laps, or 300 to 400 laps in a car, just to see what happens.
Look ahead for me.
And he kind of slipped and said he wanted to race full time again, but I don't know if that's accurate or what. But I made like a tinfoil hat theory that maybe Kurt would come back for the All-Star race, because the qualifications are past winner, which he won last year, and he's a former Cup champion, so he would definitely qualify if he wants to do like a small scale or short race that only has a couple hundred laps in it. The All-Star race would be a perfect one for that, and it's a short track, so that would be a good test for him if he actually wanted to come back. So don't know. I would like for that to happen. That would seem plausible, but I don't think it's gonna. I think Darlington is one of those other options. I don't know what car he would pick though, unless that could have been really bad. He lost a lot of time there though. It really sucked. All right, we're good again. Don't really know what car number Kurt's going to be in, unless it's... I mean, obviously... It'll be obviously a 2311. That's not really a shock. It'd be really weird to see Kurt in a 67 car, the same one that Pastrana drove. I don't know if they have a charter on the 67, or if Kurt can personally... I mean, it'd be pretty cool if he drove a 97. He could do like a throwback. That would be... That would drive... I would go absolutely bananas for that. That's the other weird thing too is, where are the throwback alerts? Like last year on Twitter, they were doing this like a ton. This year, like the person said in chat, the only one we got was Nick Sanchez. So I don't think, I mean, unless they're waiting to like literally the last second, I don't think if there's going to be a throwback or there's not going to be like a specific theme. I guess it's just going to be up to teams and drivers if they want to do it. I'm assuming, that's my guess.
Careful, still there. Clear left. Careful, still there. Nobody out back. Left side.
Oh, there we go again. It's like the fourth time now that I've tried to pass BJ McLeod on the outside. Doesn't work, and I'm actually gonna... I don't even know if I led that lap. That might be the first lap I did not lead in a very long time. Alright, Chase Elliott's going to give me a fight. I like that. We'll get to the inside of him though. Timmy Hill's going to be kind of a buffer car. We're going to use Timmy as a pit. Keep Chase behind me. Perfectly executed. That was very nicely executed. There we go. Back into the lead. Thank you, Timmy Hill, for your services. I gotta sit back and relax. My back is killing me. I gotta calm down. This battle for the lead is not calm. It's anything but that. This is like the IndyCar race at Texas. Let's put two and two, except for the fact that Denny Hamlin's almost lapped out. But the IndyCar race at Texas was just two cars battling for the lead. Everyone else was a lap down. This is more of a Texas simulation for IndyCar than NASCAR at Martinsville. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it worked out. I thought I gave up the bottom there a bit too much, but it worked out. Well, we're gonna have more lap traffic to bail us out here, so that's good. Got J.G. Ailey here. 2009 Formula 1 champion, J.G. Ailey.
One back. Look outside. He's outside. He's outside there by himself. All clear. All clear.
Chase Elliott just kind of in my tire tracks now, just passing lap cars same time I am. He's not really getting held up, which is bad. I want there to be a gap. I need that buffer.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. Behind you, all clear. Left side, all clear, no pressure from behind.
Tanner, you didn't start anything. It's just that Brian Taylor really hates it when I bring up full season point format because it's not reality and it's a whole thing. But I didn't even really go into it though. That's why he was like freaking out. I don't understand.
Still there.
Chase is chasing me down. You're damn right.
Clear all around.
That's
Left side, you're all clear
that's
on
like the
top.
first time this race I think I plowed through someone. Sorry. I don't even know who was in that 77 car, but I used them up. Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, I made a video a long time ago talking about my opinions on all the playoff formats that they've had over the years. Yeah, 2014 to 16 one is definitely the worst one out of everything that they've done since modern era. I gotta correct that because someone said, "Oh well, the points this." Well, I can't make a nerd voice because it was right. Because they were saying that the 1972, 1974 points format was or 1975, 1974. Yeah, those were bad. They calculated the points in a really goofy way. That's how Benny Parsons won championship, even though I think Hill Yarborough had way better stats and everything than him. So yeah, that format's bad. In terms of the last since 1975, it's been the worst since that other one in 1974. In terms of how you crown a championship, how the points are done, that's the worst, I guess technically. But in terms of like the playoff stuff from 2004 onwards, then yeah, 2014 and 16 is the worst. The points reset, the win you're in. It's nope. This yes, ugh, it's really gross.
Still there.
That was Bewicki. Thank you. I didn't know who I hit.
Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Wait, Chase Elliott is not making this easy. He's still there. That's incredible. There was a point in this run where I was actually about half a lap ahead of him until that yellow came out, so it saved him. The difference between 2017 and present is the existence of stages and stage points, playoff points, and they carry over from round to round. 2014 to 16, they didn't. It only did it for the first round. The other rounds, it didn't do that. So that's why I will give the 2017 one a little bit more of a positive, because makes the regular season matter a little bit more than what we currently, what it had before. So those are really the differences. That's why I always said I never really minded the idea of rewarding points out of stage or getting like the playoff points, because they actually carried you through the rounds. Like, I at least appreciate that. It's just there's a lot of other problems with that. 16 people, way too damn big. The win you're in still awful. Should never be a thing. So it's really stupid to have someone like Austin Dillon, who's not running well in points, just get a fluke win at Daytona. Could have booted Ryan Blaney or Truex out.
Stay to your left. All clear.
I don't know if I'm bad fast, but the problem is with I never really thought about being in a league anymore, but on Xbox, I get frame stoppages where if I go through the corner, the game stops and it messes up my inputs and messes up my steering. I've wrecked people online because of it on the Xbox, so I just simply cannot do it on there. That's why I like on PC, because the game never has freezing glitches, never stops frames, so I'm able to drive the track a lot smoother and a lot better. So that's why I don't do it. It's a whole complicated thing. I bought new systems, I bought new game copies, it still does it, so I'm just forever cursed to never do anything with V5, apparently. Which is very frustrating, because that was the last game made by 704. Well, not really, but Motorsport Games took over, but they didn't do anything with it. But the AI and the coding and everything, that's still like 704 stuff. So I will still kind of call it a 704 game, even though Motorsport Games kind of took over the publishing rights. At that point, I don't know.
Still there. Careful, still there.
We finally put a little bit of a distance between me and Chase Elliott. It's not even a second, but we have a bit of a buffer. We've lapped Denny Hamlin at some point. I don't know when, but we lapped him at some point.
All right, clear outside.
You think keeps Todd, or will they go with... I mean, I hope they go with Zane Smith, but I'm hoping if... Zane Smith is kind of in a weird spot, because if Zane Smith has a better option, then he can definitely... You should definitely take that offer. But if there's no other option or no other cup ride, then maybe going with FRM might be the only option you can go with. But he'll definitely be better than Todd Gillen. I'll say that for certain. I definitely think Zane Smith has a lot more talent than Todd Gillen. Damn, what happened? Oh my... Wasn't Chase Elliott like a second? But what happened? He dropped... Oh, lap traffic absolutely just destroyed him. Wow, that's the worst I think I've seen him get affected by lap traffic the whole race. Well, that's good for me, so... We have a good gap between me and the next lap car. Well, I guess another big group of them, so... If Chase gets by them pretty quickly, he might start to run me down again, but... I don't know. I didn't really bring that. Oh. Well, you weren't freaking out, but I could feel that brewing if I kept talking about it some more. I know how you are with that, so I was just like I was basically anticipating it. I was anticipating it happening. I can't talk. Maybe today I'm just not really in the fucking mood to talk about all that. No, I guess maybe not. I guess that probably plays a big role in it. I really just don't feel like talking about it. Just a lot of stress on my mind. Just I really didn't even really think about it until someone brought up in chat. The field is separated in a lot of chunks. I just noticed that. That's really weird.
Still there. All clear.
Wow, Chase Elliott getting utterly obliterated by lap traffic. I mean, he's actually lost. It might have lost time to lap traffic. I don't know what is going on with him. Might be able to lap him. But this is NASCAR heat. Ooh. This is NASCAR heat, so I'm expecting some late race yellow to make things exciting. So like always happens. And it's Chase Elliott in second, of course. NASCAR's gonna do everything it can to do some kind of weird manipulation to help Chase Elliott out. It's taking me a little bit longer than usual to catch these group of cars, so that's something to note. Is it supposed to storm? Not in Martinsville for today, I don't think. I think the weather's supposed to be good. From what I heard, unless it changed or something. I can't wait for this race to end so I can turn my air back on because, Jesus Christ. Last time I checked, the temperature was 80 degrees, so it's gotta be like 85 or something in this room now. It feels like it's gotten hotter. Oh, wait. Oh, I called it. I absolutely called it. Cody Ware, good for nothing son of a bitch, on the racetrack. We're not going to get into legal courtings with what he's dealing with. But on the track, he's a good for nothing son of a bitch. We're pitting. Actually, AI aren't pitting. I'm just going to do the same. This might hurt me. It might not. I don't know. That's our second AI yellow. Hey. Chris Buescher's third? When did that happen?
All right, be smart out there. Going green.
Brandon Taylor with the 5. Thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't know we were on bad terms. Well, I guess that's good. I didn't know we were. All of the games doing the NASCAR Heat 4 audio glitch thing. I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, we got loose.
Good to know you and I are back on good terms. Here, have a 5.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the 5. Ugh. God, that audio. I don't know what happened, but it does that a lot in Heat 4. Didn't know it still did that in this game. I guess it is still a thing. I guess I just haven't heard it in a really long time. Well, Chase Elliott's getting boned because he started second, so Denny Hamlin was able to get to the inside of him there. Also, shout out to Chris Buescher, just casually in third on the lead lap. We have 23 to go. We'll see if this car is really good on the long run. I mean, it's been pretty good, but I don't know what the field bunched up, how it's going to affect things or not. We definitely have enough laps to go to where lap traffic could be a problem. I think it takes us about 10 to 15 laps to get to him, so it will happen. We just have to be on the good graces of baby Jesus with that. Oh, okay, I get what you mean now. I didn't know. I didn't know. I don't know. Four yellows of the race. Yeah, that's crazy how that's been. Then again, Richmond had 8 yellows. Same. Phoenix had 5. So a low caution count isn't an unrealistic thing. I said it earlier in the stream, but I think we're gonna have maybe under 10 yellows for the Cup race, unless I'm very wrong. But I'm assuming it's gonna be under 10 yellows. That's my prediction.
One back. Bottom's clear.
With how short the race is, I don't even think we'll get a green flag pit stop. Which I don't even think happens too much in Martinsville in general, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know what to really expect out of it, but I'm hoping it's good with the new package that they got for it. Man, that just sucks. We gotta deal with the audio for the rest of this race. Put this behind him. I don't even know what the thing was. But we will do that then, I guess. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm noticing this too. I don't know if it's like this in real life, but the louvers. Some teams have the flaps on the hood, and other teams don't. Like my car does not have the open space, but Hamlin's does. But we're both Toyota drivers, so why is that? Unless the black on this car just makes the flappy parts hard to see. Oh, yeah, they're still there. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's just a coloring thing. I don't know. Never mind. I will retract my statement on the louvers. That's a funny name for them, though. Louvers.
Hold your line. Got one inside. All clear, all clear. No pressure from behind. Are there on the inside? Load's clear.
Chase Elliott choking. Not really a threat at the moment. I mean, he's lurking under a second back.
He's by himself.
Hamlin
Clear
trying to unlap himself, but clearly it's not enough.
One back. Nobody out back.
Hello, Mitchell.
Keep digging.
Ooh, okay. Tires are worn, but we'll still be fine. Chase Elliott kind of closing on me. So that's a little bit of a problem, but we got a lap car in between me and Chase, so we'll be fine.
Stay left.
That's fine. I don't.
Outside, by himself. All clear.
Man, I don't know. It's I don't know what the beef was. I don't even know what the man, I'm just trying to fucking race. I'm just trying to race. I'm just trying to win this.
All clear, all clear. No pressure from
I mean,
behind.
it really didn't bother. I mean,
Outside.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I didn't pit. I stayed out with the AI. I just don't think. I just wanted to try to be on the same ground. I mean, if I pitted, I would have lapped the field and nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, it would have made it boring. So I stayed out.
5 to go. 5 to go.
Hello, BC Whistle. Brad blew up. I saw that. So that was not a AI yellow, shockingly. We got a good gap on everyone. There wasn't any I don't even know what the I don't know what's going on. I have no clue what's happening, what started. Man, I'm not in the mood to deal with this shit today.
Still there. Left side.
I just want to win this race.
there. Got one inside. Careful, still there. All clear, no pressure from behind. I need 2 more solid laps, bud. Keep it going. Gotta take care of the rubber. It's the only thing connecting you to the road.
I don't even know what the fuck's happening. Man, this is 2 weeks in a fucking row now where, like, I'm trying to do this race, and it's just, I'm almost like I don't want to look at fucking chat anymore.
White flag.
I want to get my attention to super chatting. I don't know. We'll get a dub. It's a nice victory. What a weird fucking ending with something going on in chat. 2 weeks in a fucking row. Not to the same extent as last week, but like just I don't even know what's happening. I don't know what the fucking confusion is with there's no I don't even know what got him not salty, but like I just said I didn't want to talk about the fucking playoff thing for too long, so he would get very it's gonna fire him up. That's it. Because it's happened before. What? What a fucking I'm done. Man, that was a very short race. Fucking God. So how long was that race? 2 hours and 13 minutes. 3 cars on lead lap. Chase Elliott apparently going to win today. I don't think that's going to happen at all. We mods would have gone. Allmendinger got 15th. That's something. Thank you, chat. I don't know. It's just. I'm glad. I'm always up for a good old-fashioned Kurt dub. That's always makes me happy. I don't know how on earth Bush got 3rd. I'll take it though. A lot of cars a lap down though. Two hours and 13 minutes. So this was a 500 race. I don't know how much an extra 100 laps would have been. Maybe another 40 minutes. But yeah, I mean, if the real life race has very little cautions, then it's gonna be a very quick race. But yeah, I mean, it definitely. Oh, 316 laps led. Take that, Michael 2 scoops a dupe. Holy Christ almighty, that is a lot more than I originally thought. That's Kyle Larson with the 19.5. That's a very fast lap. That's way more than I thought. 316. So I don't know how long it took us before we got the lead in stage 1. I might have been 40 or 50 laps. So that means once we got the lead, there might be like 20 or 30 laps after that to where we didn't lead. Or basically 84 laps. So pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Next week will be a lot more interesting on Talladega, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll go back to the main menu. We'll start wrapping things up with the stream a little bit earlier, but this is a shorter race. I don't know why they changed it. Like, what was wrong with it being 500 laps? Like, I don't understand that. This isn't really one of the. This isn't really one of the tracks on the schedule I would think would need a lesser lap count. I feel like most of the schedule now is at a decent amount of laps or miles. Like, I don't know. That's just a weird one. That's just a weird one to remove the lap count. Atlanta, it being 400 miles after what they did to it, that's like totally acceptable. Auto Club being 400, I thought that was a good one. Bristol, lap count, that mile count, that's good. Charlotte, the Coke 600, that's a tradition thing. I don't want to change that. Charlotte Roval, that length is fine. Darlington, 400, 500, that's fine. Daytona, that's fine. Dover, that's fine. I don't think there's any tracks on the schedule where... Okay, maybe Texas. Maybe Texas is the only one on the schedule where I think does not deserve a 500-mile race. I think most can agree with that. The current state of Texas, that might be the only one I will disagree with. But I think everything else, the mileage is fine. I don't really think there's a problem. So, yeah, well, that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it. There will be more stuff throughout the week, more NASCAR 09, more everything else. So, I didn't even get a chance to bring up my my end stream thing, which is Sonic 3. It's actually the funny thing about the Sonic 3 end credits is it's actually the beat, the tempo of it is Michael Jackson's "Stranger in Moscow." If you listen to it, it sounds just like "Stranger in Moscow" because there was a whole thing where Michael Jackson worked on the music for Sonic 3, but then the allegations came out right around this time, so he opted to not be credited. Or maybe Sega did, I don't know which one was which, but they kind of retained some of the music he worked on. So this was one of them, so that's kind of where the beat is a lot like Stranger in Moscow. And there's a couple of other motifs. Some of the beats in the casino level, they use some of the beats for Jam. So it's kind of cool to, yeah. Well, thank you, Unleasher, for the kind words. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. But yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to Brain Taylor with the 5, 8-Bit MA with the 5. The person sent... It's not on my Streamlabs, but someone sent somebody a membership. So thank you for that person. John Skinner, I think, did that. So thank you to him. And 8-Bit MA, that dude named Dale, tipping 50. That's really appreciated. I mean, that means a lot with everything going on for me. So it's pretty damn cool. I never imagined anything like that today after everything I've been kind of dealing with. So thank you a ton, as always, Dale. You're a real one. Have always been that, and always been extremely thoughtful and too damn awesome. Yeah. So I'll get going here. More videos throughout the week. More NASCAR 09, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing, NASCAR Rivals on Friday, like usual. The same plan still kind of continues. So yeah. I talked about everything else, other things going on in the stream. I don't want to reiterate it again here, but you can rewatch in the stream. I talk about it. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll see you all in another stream, another video, and all that good stuff. Maybe Thunder 04 can come back. They might come back soon. So yeah. Either way, yeah, I'll get going here. So thank you everybody. I'll see you all for whatever I do. So yeah, take care and have a good night. Or I guess technically in this case a good day because we're in the daytime.